Hey everybody. I'm just doing a short video showing off a bunch of my Fast and Furious cars that I've been collecting over the past little while. Oh, love you too, Mama Jane. I didn't expect anybody to pop in, honestly. How y'all doing? Big guy. Hey, 20. Hey, Brian. Sorry it took me a minute to get back to you. I didn't even have my headphones with me or nothing until just now. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Oh no. Brian's extremely bored. That is never fun. Snowed in. Oh Lord. Has it been snowing over there? I know we're under winter storm watch, but I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm not quite sure. Oh, he's doing really good. Shoot, me and him was hanging out a couple of days last week. Was watching 600 Pound Life, because that's just something we do all the time. We was watching a lot of that last year and then got back into it a little bit last week. Indeed, definitely. snow from tomorrow to Sunday? Whew. Man, oh man, that does not sound fun. We're just finally getting rid of the snow that we got Sunday. We had had a big storm come through. Ended up dropping like 5 to 6 inches on us, and then to beat it all, I just woke up Sunday morning at like 8 o'clock, and I was sitting here just playing on my game, and all of a sudden, boom, and tree limb fell down onto the power line, knocked our power out for like a couple of hours. It wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, because I've looked at the weather app on my phone, and it was showing, let's see, a snow. Well, there was clouds one day, and then snow and like a thermometer looking thing. I don't know what that means, but it's gonna snow, apparently. You have lots of snow there. I don't like it much either, honestly. I really don't. Like, I could go without snow. We wasn't even supposed to get as much snow, according to the almanac, as we have gotten, but I don't know. Oh, we've been catching up on that too. He actually hadn't seen the Thousand Pound Sisters, and I had watched it with my mom and my grandmother last year when I was out there staying with them, and it's a hilarious show. I love it. I think both of them are funny. I wish, I hope Tammy does a lot better, because I mean she is really overweight, and Lord only knows. I mean, I couldn't believe she gained 50 pounds in a month. That was crazy. I can't believe Amy's pregnant. Like, that didn't even. I didn't even think it would be that soon, but I mean it was awesome too at the same time. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good here. Like, I mean, it was maybe just a couple of hours and the power was back on. I don't know how you do it. I would hate to have snow as much as y'all are probably getting it, because, I mean, heck, it's coming right down from up top of y'all and pretty much smacking down on you guys. That is not fun. I would not look forward to any of that. That's why I'm glad to be where I'm at, but maybe this will be the last little bit of snow before springtime rolls around, which ain't too long from now. I think one more month. It's hard to believe it's February. I can't even believe it's February right now. See, that's two garages full of Fast and Furious cars. Send half. Nah, I think you can keep it. I think you can keep it. I'm good. I mean, we're just now like almost all that came Sunday, and then we had a little bit left over from the week before that. A couple of days Sunday. We were just getting rid of what we had before. We had like 2 days prior to Sunday. Um, we got snow, and it was just starting to melt. But we're almost finally done with what came through Sunday. I love you too, big guy. Lake effect snow is crazy. I would not doubt that. I definitely don't want to go out there and build no snowmans right now, as cold as it is. Go out there and get like frostbite. Nah, it ain't that cold. It's like, I think 41 out there right now. Are you sure we can? I'm sure. I'm positively sure. Trust me. I don't think I need any snow or any cold weather, or even to be outside that much. Been kind of stuffy here today. I don't know if it's just today or what's going on. I think it's just my sinuses. Oh, wow. 60 degrees? Whew. Y'all are over there in Georgia having a heat wave. Shoot. I would love to be down there. I agree, that is the perfect temperature. The most perfect. There's so much going on, it's not good. Uh-oh. Definitely don't like hearing things aren't good. Something ain't good. I think I might take some of these cars for a spin around the block. Around my office building here. Uh-oh, storms? Like, we talking thunderstorms or just rainstorms? Oh, excuse me. I feel so lost, I don't know if I want to know what's going on. Seeing ridiculous though, so that does not sound good at all. A little bit of drifting here. I'm not the best at it. I just barely scraped that car. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, but they all put it on. Uh-oh. Yeah, I definitely don't like the sounds of that. Thunderstorms. Oh no. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt that at all. I mean, to have 60-degree weather in this kind of... Whew. That's some, like, global warming for you there. I don't know too much about that, but... Sounds like it anyway. Do you want to build a snowman? Oh, no. I think I'm good, big guy. I think I'm good. Maybe ask me another day, and I might. That is true. Better than snow. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. Oh, no. Oh, 20, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. How long has it been? I do believe I remember you talking about, that you, had some mouth issues going on, that it was hurting you. I'm sorry about that. I'll be praying about that. Good luck tomorrow for sure. Ugh. Just thinking about the dentist right now for me is, and I'm not even going, but it still gives me the willies. I don't even like bringing up the D word, honestly. Yeah, definitely. Definitely be praying about that. Hopefully they can fix the problem. Bothering me off and on for 2 months. Oh no. Oh no, Twinny. I am so sorry. That's kind of like what happened with me when let's see. That was the day I went to the hospital. That was the stream I missed. And I didn't even know if we were streaming or not. And I remember coming out of the hospital and I seen that you was live, big guy. And I was like, oh man, I done missed everything. But luckily I come in there for, I don't know, about 5 minutes or so. All looped up on medicine. Which is always fun. Not really. If you crash your car, do you get to keep... Oh yeah, I still get to keep it. Yeah. All these cars. Oh man. You want to build a snowman? I tell you what, put on your gloves and your hat, your jacket. Take your phone with you and stream a video of you just building a snowman and building some snow angels. Then you can show off all the snow you got to everybody. This car is hard to handle. I do not like the steering, especially when I hit the brakes. Take Charlie too. I don't know if he wants to take Charlie out there. Charlie probably feel that cold weather on his body. He's gonna be like, nope, I'm going inside. He's such a tiny thing. He'd get cold quick, for sure. Whew. Maybe for a couple of minutes he could last out there, but whew, not long. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Tony. I hate hearing that your tooth's doing you like that. Your gums are swelling up. Knock on wood. And thanks to the good Lord above, I'm not having those problems anymore. Very glad for that. But it could happen again, because they did tell me that it's not going to fix everything, but it'll at least make it better, which it has. So hopefully, God willing, it won't act up on me again. Why am I unable to find my videos? So just in case it doesn't deal like it always does and cuts out my comments. Well, what in the world? Dental problems. Oh, I feel you. I feel you there, Twinny. It is true. Gosh, I can't even. Oh man, nope. Oh yeah, I sure can. I sure can. Yeah, this is the one from the ending of the first movie. Make sure I still got a room by myself here. Yeah, I haven't been to one in such a long time that, I mean, even now, just thinking about it. It stresses me out just a little bit. Let me see. You'll like this, Brian. If only I had a wheelie bar. But they look so weird on here, I don't put them on there. Let's see. I do too. Although I was told that I did need to find one, but it's just so hard to find one that'll take my insurance or take your insurance, you know? I mean, it's ridiculous in a way. They want you to get there, they want you to get many places only take so little insurances, which is a pain in the butt, but I don't know. Don't it though? I love the sound of it. It could be a little bit more of a beast sound to it, but it's not too bad. I drive it out every now and then. Yeah, definitely, Mom. Definitely. That does. Shoo. I know how she's feeling. I mean, I was there. What was it? November or December? I think it was about the end of November, and then of course the following week, I'd get hit with a kidney stone that I didn't even know I passed till after. Which is kind of weird because the one I had before, my very first one, I felt the pain right before it came out. And then again, it had been bothering me off and on, but I just thought maybe I was sleeping wrong. That's what I had, Brian. The Atna. I guess it's a form of Medicaid, and I thought I had a couple places that were gonna work out, and I had out is the most painful. Ooh. Oh no, Mama Jane. I thought I had heard you had a tooth taken out recently. Ooh. I hope they were able to get you numb enough to not feel it or anything. That's something I'm afraid of, is not being able to be too numb or numb enough. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. My mouth is moving as I'm talking. I forgot it'll do that. Yeah, I'm sorry too. I pray that it's feeling a whole lot better than what it was, though. Hopefully, a lot better. We're all getting old. That is true. But like I always say, you know, you're as old as you feel, which sometimes can make you feel older or make you feel younger, hopefully. Me, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence after dealing with like diverticulitis and all that a couple times, and knowing what my body can and cannot handle. Man, these little computers in here got some awful language. That's the only thing I don't like about this game, which is another reason I don't stream it that much. If only I could, like, I don't know, get rid of that somehow. Ah, you're welcome, 20. I remember that. Oh, gosh. 2 hours? Oh, Lord, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Part of me doesn't want to imagine, but I mean, I can't imagine taking 2 hours to do something like that. That's a big job. That tooth must have been like just ready to come out, but not to that point. They just had to get it there to that point. Mm. I honestly, probably all of my teeth would take triple the time. Whew, excuse me. Had a burp there. You got that right, Brian. Old. Hashtag old. Come on now, don't be putting yourselves down. Y'all ain't that old yet. Y'all still got plenty of times around the sun. What are y'all talking about? Makes me think of three men and a baby when they're all talking. Getting old. Old. You're not that old. I hope it'll be better this time too. Hopefully it won't even take an hour. I would want to say 30 minutes tops and boom. It's done and over with. You're walking out of there. Stress is gone. Go pick up your subscriptions. I can't even talk. Prescriptions, and you're at home. You're healing, and hopefully the healing process is a lot better than the coming out process. I hope and pray anyway, because oof. I still can't find this video. And I know it's on here because it's my video. Let's see. Maybe if I look it up. Because I'm afraid my comments are going to run out and I won't be able to. Oh, there it is. Comments are going to run out. Whew. That worked. Because I know how this thing likes to do me. Alright, we're good. We're up to date. No comments yet, so that's a plus. I'm not missing anything, thank goodness. Because I hate missing comments. That's the only thing I hate about this thing is doing this, and then all of a sudden the comments will stop coming in like that one time. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm ignoring them or anything. Which, Brian, that last video that I done, I thought I was talking, but apparently I had my mic muted. I was gonna say frozen, but it was muted, and I was just in here talking to myself pretty much. So that's why you couldn't hear me in that last one. I think that was like 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Wait, what? Excuse me? Hot dog nachos? And he didn't bring none for us. How about that? I'm just picking, big guy. That does sound good. Oh, Lord, it does. I didn't really have lunch. I had kind of a brunch. I had breakfast, and then I didn't eat it all. So I had it later on as a little lunch, which I ended up making like 8 eggs with a bunch of cheese. Like, I'm talking about a massive, massive amount of cheese. Probably too much, honestly, but knock on wood, it did not bother me. So that's a plus. And like 6 strips of bacon, plus I had some Pringles with it. Probably not the healthiest choice of breakfast, but I couldn't help it. I was hungry. And I felt like making something, so I was like, what the heck? You know? And I love cheese eggs. Oh, man. I can eat cheese eggs all the time. Almost all the time. 3 crispy... Ooh. Ooh, with some eggs and sausage balls. Like sausage balls, or like we're talking sausage balls with like the cheese and the... Oh my goodness. Oh man. I really want that. That sounds good. Chocolate checks. Might have it. Hey, go for it. Chocolate checks is good. I used to get that all the time when I could stand to eat it. Well, my teeth could stand to eat it. Pizza. Ooh, pizza. Mama Jane. I'm surprised it wasn't tacos or anything Mexican. Oh, oh, Twitty. You are so lucky. I'm envious as can be right now. I can't even tell you. Oh, that sounds so good. I've not had them kind of sausage balls in a long, long time. I think the last time I had those, shoot, I think it was when, yeah, my mom was still living with my grandmother. My mom, my brother. Hot dogs and nachos. And sour cream. Sour cream on them. That does sound pretty good. I got to make sausage balls. Maybe this way. Hey, go for it. I say go for it. I like the small ones, but you know the big jumbo ones are like awesome. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Alright, I'm good. Like just the massive ones are awesome to eat. You get so full. I do at least. I love them things. My mom, she can make them really good. So can my aunt. She makes them like really, really good. I could have those with breakfast, honestly. I really could. Give me a nice golden biscuit, golden brown, like my grandmother makes. Oh man. Whew. Making myself hungry here. You're eating that without me. Definitely. Well, you can eat my portion. I mean, I can't eat it, unfortunately, because, well, I know I don't have to explain the obvious there. Oh, it sucks. I hate that. There's so many foods I miss. I can't even eat Doritos because, one, my teeth, and also I'm afraid it might not digest well. Because I know one of the times, the last time I ate some Doritos, the next day my stomach, I don't know, like it just felt so weird. And, oh, I could not do it. Could not do it. My stomach was all up in knots, and I was like, no, no more nachos, no more Doritos, no more crunchy tacos. Sadly, it also meant no more Dorito tacos. my neck. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that does not sound good there, Pops. I was gonna say, like, maybe some, icy hot, put that on a couple times. I know that's something I did one time when, I helped a friend of mine move. Lord, I hurt all over, and that's the only thing that would take any, well, give me any relief, really. Mm, icy hot on this morning. Ice pack, hey, there you go. Ah, this does do a jump. Wasn't sure if it did. I know it's a muscle car, but I wasn't sure how muscly it was. Because I've only drove this thing a handful of times. This is probably one of my favorites from the movie that Letty drives. When they're when they're jumping out of the sky, out of the plane. That was so cool. Cars don't fly. Yeah, they do. Leave it to them to make anything possible. Yeah, some ibuprofen will help too. Definitely. I didn't. I need to go. Yeah, go take you some. That'll at least ease it a little bit more. Cool. Still in a single lobby. I thought about doing a party chat thing, but I think that might be hard for y'all to hear me, and I don't know if I could do that while... No, yeah, I could do that. I could have done that, because me and Travis used to do that. Party chat and stream at the same time. But hopefully y'all can hear me pretty clear, so... Nobody should come in this lobby, because I'm offline. But you can still play and stuff. I wake up like that every once in a while. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. I wake up every now and then, kind of sore, hurting. I swear last night, I was laying here, and I couldn't get comfortable to save my life. I mean, I passed right out, but I thought it was going to take forever. Sitting here tossing and turning a little bit. I was watching, I hadn't watched it in a while because I hadn't really turned this on in a good minute. And I was watching the Leonard Skinner If I Leave Here Tomorrow documentary that I ended up buying on Prime. And like the last thing I remember hearing, I think, was "Need All My Friends" that they had done like earlier in their career, and like I was out. I don't remember nothing after that. Okay, good. Good on both accounts that you can hear me, and you took some ibuprofen. That will help. I have a big bottle of ibuprofen. That stuff comes in handy. Because every now and then I'll get a little sting, a little twitch in my mouth coming from the same side that I had to go for in November. But luckily it does the job. I've been taking that every now and then I still had some antibiotic that they gave me, like half a bottle. I've used quite a bit there for a couple of weeks because it was hurting pretty bad. But But I think I've got it under control. I think, for now. I hope so too. Yeah, 2 should be able to knock that out. I mean, with me and my mouth, I'll usually take like 6. Because, you know, sometimes 2 just ain't gonna cut it. Like 6 is... 6 is a decent amount. Almost the right amount that they would give you for the stronger ibuprofen, which I've had, and that stuff. It works like a charm. Like 600 milligrams or something. Well, there goes the value on the car there. That's probably one of my favorite cars too, because I think that's the last one that Brian had in the movies. So that's definitely got some sentimental value there. I probably did. That looked like a rental. And heck, that's a car that I can't even keep on here. Like some cars, like a car like this, I can get it off the street and be able to keep it, but something like this right here, or one of these, I see it on the street, which I don't very much, unless of course it's another player's. I can't even keep them. I have to buy them on here, which a lot of these, a good 85% I've actually had to buy. You'd think I'd have to buy this one, but I actually didn't. You can find these on the street easily, but they don't have the wing on there. Almost kind of looks like an old version of a Trans Am. That's what she said. Oh, man. Probably. More than likely. I take this little thing for a spin. So other than everything else, everybody else, are y'all still doing pretty good? I know we've had a lot of cases of the you-know-what popping up around here. I think it was reported yesterday like 3,000 over here, just in this state. Maybe I should put a wheelie bar on these things, but it looks so goofy with them. Like, I don't know. Wolf is leading worship. Oh, at Minister Terrence's tonight? Huh. Well, I don't think I'm doing anything tonight. I mean, I normally don't have any plans really at all. I'll have to stop in. I don't know how long I can stay, but I can pop in for a couple minutes at least. Hear a little bit of what's going on and everything. I enjoy his his streams on there. Been watching TV so much. I enjoy his show. I enjoy his streams. They're really good, especially those ones that he did. Can't think of the names of them. With everybody coming up and him and his kids doing all the music and stuff. Those, oh man, I enjoyed those a lot. I also enjoy hearing them at the beginning of 20 stream. Like that one day I came in there. That was such a good song. Such a good song. And I know that's her favorite right there. Starts at 8 p.m. East. Okay. Okay. I don't have anything on my calendar, so I should be able to stop in for a little bit. I know, isn't he? Like, that's amazing. I wish at that age I could have been that good at the drums, because that was something I always wanted to play. Honestly, like, I got into a band class when I was in 6th grade. Um, it was an elective class for like 6 weeks or so, and I really wanted to play the drums, but they were like so expensive. And I used to have a drum set when I was younger. Before that, I didn't know what the heck I was doing though. I'd beat on them and not be making any rhythm or any sense at all to it. So my dad ended up selling them. I think there for a while though I stopped playing with them too, because I just really didn't know what I was doing. And I guess he was like, well, make some money back off of them. I don't even know how much he paid for them or where he got them. But I ended up playing the trumpet instead, which was, it was alright. I wasn't like the best at it, but I did good enough for a concert, so that was pretty much about it. Yes, it's an honor. Oh, for sure. That is a huge honor. A very huge honor. Like that's really huge. And you're great at praise and worship. Hit the wrong button. I love your worshiping and stuff. I ended up missing last Friday. Me and Travis were hanging out watching Where Are They Now? 600 Pound Life. Oh, you love playing drums? You love playing drums? Me too. Like, I can't play much of a lick now, but I got like drumsticks for like I don't know. I guess it's like a nervous habit in a way. I'll just sit here and bang and beat on my knee or my wrist or both at the same time, like right now. I don't know if you hear that. I played snare drum. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That reminds me, I did play drums for a music concert when I was in either the 1st or the 2nd grade. I think it might have been. I think that might have been. I think 1st grade. Either 1st or 2nd grade. Either one of the two. One of the two. And it was for the Titanic, I think. Like we were playing a lot of like classical kind of sound and music, and I think it was from like one of the songs that they played on the Titanic or something, or it was made for the Titanic. That's all I can really remember that far back. But I did all right. I mean, I made it through the show, and I didn't get any bad complaints on it or nothing, so worked out. Oh, you did hear that? Eh. I mean, I've gotten better since I was a kid. Still got no drums though. I was actually thinking the other day when I ended up getting a bunch of that extended relief help and that money and stuff, I should have just bought me like a drum set and started practicing. But our apartment is so small, there wouldn't be no place to put it. Like I could, I could have probably put it in like the living room, but that would have blocked off a lot of stuff. Like our place is very small, and there is absolutely no room in our room that me and my brother share, like at all. No room for anything. Like if we were to get something brand new, shoo, it would probably take like some rearranging, honestly. Get a 5 gallon bucket and hit the. I don't know. Could bring like a little hat with me and have them drop in like $1 or anything they could drop in. Nah, nah. I don't know if I'd be that good. Oh man. But I have done that before, like played on a bucket as a drum. I remember one time we were at work and we actually had a bucket like outside, and I was out there smoking, just waiting to go back in, and somebody used it to sit on. I'd sit right there and just like play on it with my hands, or I'd find like a stick or two and just kind of like beat around on the top of it. Donate. Donations expected. Oh goodness. I don't know if I could charge people. I don't know. I don't think I could, honestly. They'd probably go drop it in there, and I'm like, nah, you keep it. I don't know. It's hard enough to ask for something. I don't know. I don't think I could take donations. I don't know. I've always been funny about money. Hate asking for it, and I would not expect any donations for sure. Oh goodness. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely could not do that. Definitely not. I'd be good enough for a song or two here and there, here and there. Oh, Lord. I was actually going to ask that, but I don't know how who everybody was rooting for. Oh, he does do that. I didn't know if it did or not. I know who I was rooting for. It was not Tampa Bay. I mean, nothing against Tampa Bay or Tom Brady. I don't know. I didn't want to see Tom Brady win another Super Bowl. I really didn't. He's already Thanos with 6, so now he's up to 7, I believe. 7 rings. It was boring. Thank you. Like honestly, it did not feel like a Super Bowl game. I mean, it started off pretty good. I mean, they had like two, let's see, two possessions between them. and then Kansas City scored the field goal, the first field goal out of what, three? Because it was only 9 points. They did. Kansas City, yeah, they. A lot of something else that really beat them up was them getting so many penalties. Like, I couldn't even believe the penalties that they got. They had more penalties than they did have attempts at attempts at scoring. Like, it was awful. That did not feel like a Super Bowl game to me. That felt like a almost like a regular season game or maybe even a preseason game. It did not have the flair that a Super Bowl normally does. The halftime show was pretty cool. I mean, I'm not too big on the weekend. No, I wish. I wish Kansas would have won. Tampa Bay won. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won. And as far as I remember, Tom Brady was the MVP. So now he's got 7 rings, I believe. I believe it's now up to 7 because he did have 6 with New England. TD passes too. If they got them, yeah, it would have been a game. And then I mean, you had Patrick Mahomes running the opposite way. Like, heck, he was running fine at the beginning of the game, even with his broken toe. He was running great. He made, I think, 2 or 3 rushing first downs, and I think that's what led up to the first field goal that they had. Oh, y'all had a bet? Y'all had a bet on the Super Bowl game? Oh no! How much was it? Pay up, brother. I wouldn't. I probably would have bet on that game. I would have in the beginning, before everything happened, before the game started, and I would have went with the Kansas City Chiefs, but I would have lost too because I mean that was. I can't even remember the last time I seen a team only score single digits in the Super Bowl. I think the final score was let's see. The last time I looked at it, because I did turn it off before it went off. I mean, it was already like the 2 minute warning, so I knew it was over, and I just threw on. I ended up watching Beavis and Butthead because they kept showing them on the on the Paramount commercial, and I was like, oh man, I really want to watch some, and started seeing them more, and then I was like, okay, it's official. That's like a sign. It just wants me to watch Beavis and Butthead, so I threw that in, and I'm pretty sure it was 31-9 was the final score, but I knew it was over. There was just no way. I mean, I thought maybe when they came out the second half, like what? $100. 10,000. Goodness. Shoo. Is that $1 million? $10 million? I see a lot of zeros. He is trying to rob him blind. He's gonna take you for every penny you're worth, Brian. Goodness gracious. Oh my lord. He'll take your house, he'll take your dog, your car, your job. I'm just picking. No, I think I betted 25. Oh, 25 cent? Oh, well, heck, that's only 50 cent. I'm cracking. If you got a pool and a grill, he'll take that too. I'm just picking. I'm just picking. Now Wolf changes it to a quarter. Oh my goodness. Oh, I missed this. Oh man, I wasn't even expecting to do a long stream either. We're already up to an hour and 3 minutes. uh, yeah, I don't think I'd bet with Wolf. I don't think I would. I think I'd bet with somebody more reasonable. I'm just picking. I'm just picking. I could do a 25-cent bet. I could. Heck, no, seriously, 100. Will you go and keep it, Brian, the next time we... Oh, my. Oh, my. He really is, Brian. He really is. Oh, he's a hustler. Cause you a hustler, baby. He gonna hustle at your draws if you ain't careful. That's supposed to say you go ahead and keep. Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. Oh no. Oh no. Well, 20. I don't know how to assign wrenches. I don't. So I can't help you there. I cannot help you there. Oh man. Yeah, you better watch out. She's gonna put you in the corner with a dunce cap on. Old school timeout. Well, I don't know. There's probably somebody that still does that. We're just going to double it. So you're gonna make it 200. 200 on the next bet. Well, I'll tell you what. It better be a good whatever you're betting on. It better be good. That's all I can say. I mean, there ain't nothing really big coming up just yet, other than the Daytona 500. If y'all want to bet on that, bet on who's gonna win. Honestly, my money's kind of saying between probably Denny Hamlin again and Austin Dillon. Oh, I'll go. No, no, no. Wait, no. Chase Elliott. I got a feeling he might get it this year. Although it would be cool to see 20's favorite Truex win it, because I don't think he's won it before. That's right. She is. She's going to. She got that eye on you. Let's bet on if Daryl. I'm about to go idle on my game here. We'll have a. Oh! You're betting $1 million against it, right? Because I definitely don't think that's going to happen. I'll be right back while you're typing me back that. We should get a NASCAR pull. That'd be fun. Make sure I'm still on. Okay. I'm not muted. That would be pretty cool. If you know how does assign wrenches, give me a wrench so she don't wrench me. I don't know about that one. I'd have to let Twinny have a little bit of fun with you. Maybe just once. Stuff almost blew up Twitter that day. People were mad. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, Lord. So you think she will? Or should I say 4 million? I've accepted the situation. I don't. Yeah. Well, I mean that is true. So it's an actual official thing. That is what is going to happen. Wow. I can't even believe that. After all this time, hello. Yeah, I'm back. Y'all had me up over here laughing so hard I had to go use the bathroom. Or else I was going to do it on myself. Oh my goodness. Too funny. Too funny. Well, I still cannot believe that after all this time and now they're getting their own spinoff that that's what's gonna happen. I don't even know how to feel about that situation. That's just dumb in my opinion. I mean, why have all of that like chemistry built up just to ruin it? I don't get that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's cool gaining a new character, but they don't have to do it off like that. And yeah, sure, this girl's probably gonna be like Daryl's age or something, because the writers are probably thinking, oh well, she's too old or something like that, which is not true. He won't even have a baby with her because he don't he don't like her. The wolf in denial. I will be right back. Got to go. Okay. Yeah, that is true. There was no Donnie at the end of the situation there, like everybody was talking about. I couldn't even. I mean, Connie's cool and all, but I don't know. Like, it doesn't. She would not fit his character. I mean, it just wouldn't mesh at all. I am not in denial. Daryl will not have a baby. I want him. Well, preaching to the choir. I mean, that would be cool. That would be very cool. If they get a spinoff, I seriously don't see Leah being in it. She will get bit by the end of the season. Oh, so she's coming into The Walking Dead. I thought she was coming into the spinoff. Huh. Now I'm kind of confused. I thought she was coming into the spinoff, not the Walking Dead show. And I tell you, I wonder whose bright idea it was to pull this new character in. Because if I remember correctly, y'all were saying that she wasn't in the comics, or or in the stories or anything. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to wish death on her, but I mean, maybe she just won't make it to the spinoff. Maybe by some chance she'll just go off with the other group, depending on how they end it. Which I'm kind of wondering if like if they'll do some survivors and maybe some big names, hopefully not a lot, will get killed off. Maybe some minor characters, like maybe Eugene. I could see them killing him off, and uh, I don't know. I'd have to really think about it. Eugene, I could see them doing that too. Definitely. That would be sad too, because I mean, heck, he's come a long way. Oh, Father G. I could see them killing him off. I don't think any of us would really argue with that one, or be too disappointed. Not really, anyway. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. Man, I can't wait for the dang movies to come out. Like, it feels like it's going to take forever to get these things out. I mean, I know Andrew Lincoln's a busy guy and all, but I really, really hope that they are working day and night on filming that movie, because I really want to see what's going to happen on that too. Well, and what's in the show too. I really cannot wait to see that. And if they'll kill Rick off, because I know we were talking about that in Caitlin's birthday stream, and oh wow, how he gets killed in the comics, that kills me. Like, really? Like, if you're gonna go out with a bang, not with a excuse me, not with a puny death like that. I mean, I remember watching like Buffy and Angel, and like if one of them died, I mean, it had to be something like pretty awesome, which, well, some of it wasn't that great. Some was, I mean, heroic for sure, especially her. I wonder if they're good or bad. Well, I mean, I don't think they're all bad. I still didn't know how to feel about the ones in the World Beyond, from what I've seen anyway. I mean, that one woman didn't seem like she was a witch or anything, so you know, they might not be too bad. I wasn't even paying attention. I was reading the comment here. Going to be awesome. The trailer. Whoops. Well, here, here, there we go. That way I can read comments. Couldn't do this on NASCAR, unfortunately. One of the soldiers hit Yakima. He was hoping that she... Yakima. Yeah, I don't like her either. I really don't. I mean, she was cool for helping out Eugene and whatnot, but she got a long way to go. She got a long way to go. A very long way to go. Yeah, that probably wasn't safe, parking in the middle of the road. But on here, you know, it's a lot different. I mean, thank goodness it's not real life, because if this was real life, I wouldn't be able to drive nothing. I'd probably drive better or worse on here than I would in real life, if we're being honest, honestly. By all technicality. I am not that great of a driver. Like right now I'm doing pretty good, but oh gosh, that sun. Whoa! I barely grazed that car. Just barely grazed it. That sun is so bright though. Couldn't even see what was up ahead until it was there. I really cannot wait for the movies to come out. That is going to be awesome. At least the first one, anyway. Because, if I remember correctly, it's going to be a series of 3 of them. Or maybe they'll just pack it all into one. Who knows? With everything going down last year, and stuff being put on hold, and everything being waited for, it's hard to tell what's going to happen with that. But at least there's going to be a movie. That much I do know is very true. Thank goodness. Because I was scared they weren't going to do that. Oh, well, exactly. I mean, you know, I don't think that they would do it in the movies, per se. I think if he was to meet his demise, it would be in the TV show. I think somebody even said that during that last stream that we had together. Pretty sure. I hope they don't kill him. I mean, I wasn't even paying attention. See what I mean? I'm glad I'm not driving in real life. It'd be better. Of a cast if they get rid of it. Yeah. Shot in his sleep. That's why they ended the comic books. So probably in his movies they'll probably kill him off. I hope it ain't in his sleep. I mean, that's just dumb. I mean, really? Why kill a character like that in his sleep? Take him out when he's expecting it. I mean, in some awesome way. I mean, if you're gonna go out with a bang. Or if you're the Joker, go out with a smile. get your driver's license, you need to go for. Yeah. I actually have to take the class too, because I mean I don't know if you wait a couple of years and try again, but here in Virginia they changed it in I think 2014 or 2015 that if you fail the test 3 times, you have to go and take the class and everything, and that's not cheap at all. And I really wasn't able to when I was working. Like I didn't even have the time because if I wasn't working, I'd be at home like resting and relaxing, getting ready for the next work day coming up, and they only do the classes like certain days anyway during the week, and I don't even know what it's like now with the thing going on now. I missed that comment from Brian. Is the Terminator guy Leah's ex-boyfriend? Terminator guy. Level 2. I don't even know who that is. You know, if Rick dies like that in the movies, then he would have lived for nothing because he's lost. Yeah, exactly. He really would. I mean, so why just go that far and lose so much just to get killed in your sleep? I mean, that is that would be awful in my opinion. Like that would ruin the whole thing for me, to be honest. Like just to watch him make it through all the things he did, all the hurdles and the crap. What's the word? Hurdles and just all the things, all the things that he went through and had been through to die in his sleep. I mean that, or be killed in his sleep. That would ruin it. I could not go back and watch season 1 or season 2 or 3 or 4 or any of them just to know that his demise is him getting killed in his sleep. Like that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. He was in. Yeah, I hope so. I hope he does die in a heroic way. He was in Terminator. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Robert Patrick. Yeah, yeah. And it's funny that he's coming to the show, and ironic where Jerry, the guy who plays Jerry, was in the Madden. Uh, what is that called? Your fantasy or face of the franchise. I think that's what it's called. But when you're playing as a character, like you can be yourself or you can make up a character. Um, the guy that plays Jerry was the voice and model. Like it looked like him too. Like they done a lot of great graphics to make him look like he does in real life. To be the football coach, and then Robert Patrick plays as your college football coach, and he looks like he even looks like him. I mean, if you ever wanted to see Robert Patrick as a cartoon or like animated, look that up. Madden 21 Robert Patrick. I mean, it is crazy, but it's also really cool too. Obstacles. That's the yeah. So many obstacles and hurdles and stuff. Like that would ruin it all. He plays a guy named Maze. Okay. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting. I've liked Robert Patrick. He's a really good actor. Like Lord, the movie The Faculty, where he plays the football coach on there, and it's where that's where the teachers and the students are being taken over by aliens. Such an awesome movie, and I believe Kevin Williamson, who has worked on the Scream movies, I believe he worked on that movie too, because it was a Dimension. It was made by Dimension, produced or whatever. And of course, you can't forget Terminator 2, where he played the cop. And then he was also in, let's see, the Marine. He played the bad guy in the Marine who John Cena had to run down and kill to get his wife back. And he also played in a couple of episodes of Sons of Anarchy. And he reprised that role, I believe, once or twice in the Mayans, which I still haven't seen because I don't know. It's just weird to see that show without all the other characters like Jax and Gemma and just everybody from that. I've heard the story's really good though on the Mayans and about the main guy. I might check it out one day. That's funny, Jerry. No, he's the high school football coach, but his backstory is that he did play football. Um, the character he plays in Madden, like apparently he played all the way through college. I think he might have went to the NFL. I can't really remember because they don't mention him anymore after you graduate high school and go on to college in there. But it is pretty crazy though. Both of them look like themselves. Like they Madden did a really good job, or EA Sports done a really good job with their graphics on them too. I was pretty impressed. Oh, and speaking of college, I'm so excited. Even though it's for the next gen consoles, they're bringing back college football, which is going to be awesome. I'll have to probably be my only reason for wanting to get one of the next generation consoles, the PS5 or the Xbox Series 1 series or something. Yeah, he played the T1000, that's what it was. The T1000. Yeah, he's a good actor. He's a really good actor. There's some other stuff I've seen him in too, but I can't think of them all right now. But the Faculty is one that sticks out, of course, and then the Marine, that was another one because that was just awesome. I remember going to see that in theaters, and me and my cousin, we were all excited and stuff, like, oh man, John Cena's in his first big movie. And heck, now look at him. I mean, he's done so many movies, and a lot of them have been pretty good. Maybe not all of them. Cooper Andrews, yeah, 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 the guy that played Jerry, or plays Jerry. Yeah. Heck, I'm sitting here showing off these cars, talking about the movies a little bit, and John Cena being in the next Fast and Furious installment, Fast 9. That's going to be awesome. And he's playing a Toretto of all people, a brother of Dominic and Mia Toretto, which that's going to be pretty cool and interesting. Very interesting, since they never mentioned that they had any other siblings. So I'm wondering how they're going to introduce him. He's obviously going to be a bad guy working with, oh, what's her name? Who's playing Cypher? Charlize Theron. I had college football. Oh, wow, on Sega? Man, gosh, that's a long time ago. Sega Genesis. I actually played an old Madden game on an old Nintendo that a friend of ours, when she used to live here, they had an old Nintendo, very old school Nintendo. They had like Mario, Super Brothers, and something else. And I played the Madden game, and it was like crazy. And this was like, I don't know, 19. Might have been in the 2000s when I played it, and it was old. I think I'd say around probably like 90s, either early to mid 90s. It was so crazy. And then the first college football game that I had was college football 98 or 99 that had Michael Vick on Virginia Tech. Him and Lee Suggs. I believe it was 99. No. Yeah, maybe. 98 or 99. I can't quite remember. And I remember the graphics, like, all blotchy and blocks and everything. And then, like, you look at everything now, it's crazy how technology has come along in the heck, it was in the last 20 years, really. Like, it's really grown out there. I'm definitely excited. I hope they're doing, I hope they're gonna do, like, college basketball, because I used to love playing college hoops, especially with the Radford Highlanders, and them being right down here, and having the Dedman Center on there. Oh, it was so cool. So cool. I think maybe after a year or two, the college football games, seeing how much success that they do after they bring them back out. What I'm really interested in seeing, though, is what
Alright, I got a request from the Black Madonna. She wants some of her favourite freaks and weirdos brought into the city to hit up the club. You fancy flying that particular heli taxi, or you got something better to do, eh? Alright, well, I respect your decision, but the BM was really hoping to see those kids.
I am not in the mood to do missions. Oh, no. That was awful. That phone call threw me off. Now I'm about to go up here and repair the car, because that just does not look good. Yeah? I agree, they might as well bring back basketball if they're going to do college football. Honestly, I mean, it would... Whew, almost $2,000 to repair this thing.
All patched up.
It would make sense. And it would be awesome, because Lord knows them things would definitely get some great money, and big time money. Like, people would be buying them things left and right, pre-ordered. They would make a lot of money off of them, like, especially like what they're going to do with the college football. But I'm kind of interested in seeing how Take-Two is going to do with an upcoming WWE game, since they ended up scrapping the whole 2K21 idea with WWE, and instead made the WWE Battlegrounds, which, I mean, I don't know, that game looked too cartoony and too weird for me to even play. Like, you got, like, The Undertaker jumping up in the air, people jumping up in the air that shouldn't even jump up in the air, doing these, like, crazy almost Mortal Kombat looking moves, which is like weird, very weird. I could not. Like, same with All-Stars. Even as cool as All-Stars looked when they made it back in 2011 or 2012, it just did not sell me. Even with the Macho Man and the Ultimate Warrior in there, they still did not sell me on that. And even with the 2K20, even though I did buy it, I mean, I bought it on sale, I did not pay full price for it. The graphics just looked horrible. I mean, if I had shown off, like, their creation community, creation center, it did not look good at all. I would not have paid full price for that, which I'm glad I didn't. And I'm definitely not paying, well, I wasn't going to pay it at all for Battlegrounds, even if it was on sale. Because I like my stuff to look at least realistic, like what I have on 2K19. All of that stuff looks so realistic, so great. Graphics are just phenomenal. And funny enough, you know, AJ Styles is on the cover of it, and he's very phenomenal, and so is the game and the graphics in it. Like, it looks so much better compared to what they have done. No, Brian, I haven't heard anything new on the AEW game. I'm actually not quite sure. I know they don't have a release date yet, but they do have. They do have 3 or 4 games coming out that is AEW. I know 2 of them. I believe 2 of them are on your phone, or 3 of them actually. If there is 4, I can't remember, because when they done it, there was like so many like little surprises and things thrown in. But I have not heard anything new about the AEW game. Who all is going to be in it? I mean, right now, the only thing we do know is it's going to have Jericho, of course, and Kenny Omega. And I don't know if you like the graphics for that looks great, where they've got Ukes on board with them, and what's I can't think of it. And they also have a guy that helped with the WWF No Mercy that was out for Nintendo 64 back in the day, which I used to play a lot of, a whole lot of. They've got that guy on board helping with the game. I'm really hoping that there's going to be, like, of course we're going to have John Moxley in there, who was Dean Ambrose in WWE. Of course we're going to have the Young Bucks in there, Matt, Nick, Jackson, pretty much the whole All Elite, Cody Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes, he'll be in there, of course. Pretty sure. I mean, I hope they wouldn't keep them out of the game. Let me see who else. I mean, there's I'm sure they're gonna add in like Brian Cage and the whole Team Taz, Ricky Starks, and Awesome Kong. It'll be cool to have her in the game, because when TNA done theirs, she wasn't even in there. They didn't have no females in there at all. And like Thunder Rosa, and oh, there's another one, I can't think of her name. Yeah, definitely. It is going to be cool. And some of them never, I don't think, ever been in a game before, so I bet it's like pretty huge for a lot of them. I don't know. Some of them might have already been in a game before, like, I forget there's that one game that's mainly like all Japanese and stuff, like New Japan Pro Wrestling. I can't think of the name right now, but I know one of my buddies on PSN, he's got the game. And it's got like Kenny Omega and all the other people on there. A lot of New Japan people. I'm wondering, though, if, because I don't know, nobody knows how far along they've gotten with their roster, but it'll definitely be interesting to see if Sting's in there since he's with the company now. Like, that is something I was thinking about the other day, as a matter of fact. Like, I was playing around on 2K19, and of course, you know, all four, well, not all the versions of him are not on there, because they took off the 88 into a little bit of 89 version of Sting off of there, where they've got the Surfer, Wolfpack, Crow, and the nowadays Sting, how he looks now on that game. Shoot. Oh, anyway, I got sidetracked there for a second. Where that's on there, and I was sitting there looking and thinking, like, you know, I wonder if they're gonna add in Sting. Like, that'd be pretty huge. You're gonna get Wolf excited. I know, where'd he go? Everybody left. I know Haley said she was gonna be back, like be right back. She had to go to the kitchen. I think they left us. There might be another stream going on too, though. I know how they go to a lot of these streams and stuff coming up, which is all good. I don't mind at all. I know if he was here, he'd be getting excited. If he is here, it'll be cool. I'm kind of leery on if they will have him in there or not. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up. Like, seriously, like, I don't want to get my hopes up too bad on if he'll be there or not. Because even if he's not, I know that they have a really good creation suite on there, which is kind of like what they had on 2K19, because Ukes worked on that game, and I'm not quite sure if they were still partnered with WWE at the time that 2K20 came out. Honestly, if you ask me, I'd say no, because woof, like that whole game, just, I don't know, was not cool at all. Oh, there he is. Oh, taking Charlie out. I love... I had to take a second there. I was like, wait, what? But you meant Sting. I get it. Is he... I don't know. Yeah, me too. I see 2. Or 2 or 3. I think a lot of times the number lies, honestly. Because earlier, everybody was chatting and stuff, and it was still saying like 1 or 2 people. I don't think you can trust the head count thing, honestly, all the time. But no, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be in the game or not. I'm hoping so. But even if not, I know that they're going to have like an awesome creation suite. I don't think it'll be as large. I don't think it'll be as large of a number as WWE does, with like 100 people that you can put on there and create. And I know some of that's mostly used for like alternate attires for certain people, like Roman Reigns, where he's got different attires, or Kevin Owens, or AJ Styles. I don't think that's something that they'll add in that game, where you can change like a Chris Jericho's attire. I don't think they. I mean, it'd be awesome. I'm not going to complain if they do. Honestly, I think that's awesome because everybody's got some kind of different attire, and I wonder if they'll let if you'll be able to upload stuff like you can on the WWE games, uploading images, show logos. I just thought about that now. Like, that just brought a lot of that to my attention. And I hope so. That'd be awesome. It would be really awesome if you can upload images like you can on the WWE games. Let him and Ultimate Warrior tag. You know, I've actually done that. As a matter of fact, there was. I don't know if he's still on there. No, yeah, he's still on there. Somebody ended up making Sting and the Ultimate Warrior as Flash and Brock. I think it was his name. Rock or Brock or something. When he was in the Blade Runners. And they did a really good job, too. They did not use, of course, with Sting, they didn't use his in-game Sting. I guess they uploaded an image of his face and got it on there. And they done, like, the face paint and even the attire, the boots and the pants, or the tights, I mean, got that on there. And they did the same for the Warrior with the short hair, the dark short hair, and the paint that he was using at the time. It was really cool looking. But, I mean, I didn't have any room for them, so I couldn't really download them. But I did think about maybe having like a UWF roster, maybe. I don't know though, because it's so different. I'm having to use my brother's Xbox now, since my Xbox, the disc reader will not read anything. Like, I can't put a movie in there, I can't put a game in there. It will not read anything, and unfortunately, that is the console that I bought the season pass with for 2K19, and it'll only carry over to my main profile, where I had so many other profiles with the different rosters and stuff. I can't use all that extra stuff on my other profiles, so it's kind of a bummer, and it really throws off a lot of things for many of the other profiles that I have. Some are not so bad. Like, I think my ECW one's alright, and my WWE Now is pretty much perfect. I think I had to replace one person. Well, almost perfect, because I can't use Bobby Lashley or Rey Mysterio. I can't even get a creation of Rey Mysterio because it's got so much stuff of his moveset and I guess his entrance, and you have to have it or you cannot download it at all. Did you like... Oh... The Legends of Wrestling, yes. Oh, man, I love that game. I did not play the first one, but I did play the second one and the third one. The third one was probably my all-time favorite. Like, the second one was a little different from what I was used to with Legends of Wrestling 3 Showdown, because that one was just amazing. Amazing. The only thing it was missing was the Four Horsemen, like Barry Windham, Tully, Arn, and Ric Flair. That was the only downside. You could create them on there, but I don't know, the creations back then, especially for that game, was not as awesome as it is today. Um, like even for a Vader, you could create him, but it looked so weird and just not Vader type, you know. They didn't even have the mask. Like you had to use just a regular generic wrestling mask for Vader. I had that game for PlayStation 2. Oh Lord, I had I had so much fun with that, and the two old Sting attires I actually have now on my main profile because I ended up losing everything. Like I got on Xbox one day, like a week or two ago, and everything was gone. Like I guess I hit a wrong button or something when I was playing it once before, and it wiped out everything. And I had to get all the people that I had on there back onto the roster, which thanks to Exploded Joker 81 on Xbox One and Replicant 13. They really helped me out there and helped me get back every single person I had and wanted on that roster. Like it was pretty awesome. They helped me out tremendously. And the arenas, I even got some new arenas. And my stings, I sent Wolf, and I know Big Guy loved it too. I started creating my own Sting. Like I found a creation on there of Sting with his face, like his actual face, and I just started I put him on there, and I started doing my own face paints that he actually wore, and I was sitting here while I was doing it, and I'd look at a picture, and I would like pattern after it, and they turned out really awesome. If I can ever, I can get back on Twitch one day, and it'll stream perfectly like it is right now on YouTube. I could definitely show you guys maybe like one day, one night, something, when there ain't nothing going on, because they looked really awesome. I'll send you the images here later, Brian. I meant to send them to you. I was gonna send them in the Wolfpack chat, but I'm not back in there yet. I think I have to be added back in there. You're blowing my mind. Sorry. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even I was not very. I'm still not technologically. I don't know, smart, I guess. But I know a little bit. I know a little bit. I wonder how they got around all the copyright stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know it was Acclaim Entertainment that ended up doing at least the third one. I don't know about the other two. I'm sure Acclaim worked on the first two Legends of Wrestling games. Definitely with the third one. I mean, they had so many people on there, like the Nasty Boys, Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags, the Road Warriors, of course. They were in at least every game that I know of for the Legends of Wrestling series. Hulk Hogan, which really was like a surprise because he was with the WWE off and on there. And he was being put in the games too. Like he was in not 2K, SmackDown versus Raw 2006 and 7, if I'm not mistaken. I know he was in 6 because I had that game. That game was awesome. Oh my lord. The first game to ever. No, wait, no. The first game. No? Well, it was an awesome game. I was going to say that it was the first game to feature the Buried Alive match in the Elimination Chamber, but I forgot that in Here Comes the Pain, the Elimination Chamber was in that. And Buried Alive, which casket match, whatever you want to call it, was in the very first SmackDown vs. Raw. But, let me see. Who else did they have in that game? Oh, the Steiner brothers. They had Rick and Scott in there. They even had the Big Papa Pump and the the Rick Steiner "Don't Like Me, Bite Me" version of him that he was doing right before WCW went down. The ship went down and Vince bought it. Yeah, they had a lot of them, like NWA, and the WWF, AWA, Memphis, definitely. Like Ted DiBiase, he was on there. Junkyard Dog, King Kong Bundy. If I'm not mistaken, I think they had Magnum TA on there too. Oh, Terry Allen, he was on there, pretty sure. Ivan and Nikita Koloff. Let me see. Roddy Piper, he was in there. Piper was in there. I think they even had Mr. T in there. Let me think. Now I'm thinking tag teams. I wish they could have gotten the Midnight Express in there. I know I'm pretty sure they had the original Midnight Express in there with Dennis Condrey and what's the other dude's name? I can never remember his name. Yeah, they had a lot of guys in there. I think they even had Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. I think maybe, and Nick Bockwinkel, Jerry Lawler, and Andy Kaufman. I have 2K15, 16. And those were good games, Pop, especially 16. Well, and 15. I mean, 15 was alright. I liked 15 because it had Sting, of course, and that brought him in there. Yet Blackwell, Baron von Raschke, he was in there. The Von Erichs, they were in there too. Yeah, I wish I could have had 2K15 and 16 for PS4 or Xbox One because there was a lot of cool things going on there. Like, oh man, so many cool creations, and they had this one arena on 16, the old style like WCW stage with the WCW banner logo thing like right in front of it, and it the long huge curtains from like around 90, 91, and 92. That would have been cool to experiment more with, but I think I did a pretty good job just by myself with on 2K19 with the arenas. And they're as accurate as can be too, as accurate as I could possibly get them. And 2K17 and 18, they were really good too. I loved 14, the very first 2K14 that Take-Two Sports did with WWE, because of the WrestleMania, the 30 years of WrestleMania, like that was awesome as anything to have every single WrestleMania arena from 1 all the way up to the 30th. That was pretty cool to see and pretty cool to have, and like different styles of people like Hogan, The Undertaker, and putting in Diesel. And I remember they had the NWO package thing, and I had no way to get that. But it worked out though, because they kept a lot of them in there for the later on games, especially the 2K19. So that was awesome. Dog face, yeah. Dog face gremlin. Don't like me? Bite me. Woof, woof, woof. Oh, man. I love when he do that. And then, like, when him and Scott were tagging together, um, uh, Rick would be down on all fours, and Scott would get on top of him, and he'd still be barking and stuff, and Scott would be rubbing his shoulders, rubbing his head and everything. Oh, man, it was so cool. Yeah, they really are. And I figured that. I figured just because Sting's in there. Oh man, you'd love 19. Let me tell you, if he was able to get it, and especially while the servers are still open, you could probably get some good stuff on there. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, well, I kind of wish I'd have gotten 2K19 instead on PlayStation 4 instead of 20, but it wasn't on sale or anything, unfortunately. And I already paid full price for it once, so didn't know that I want to really pay another whole $90 again. And the only reason I was able to do that is because I was working at the time when that came out still. I'll never forget it too. Kay, she had ended up ordering it for me, and Lord, I waited like a little kid. I got off work that day, and I was like, every noise and every sound, something going by, because it was being brought by UPS, being brought straight to the house instead of in the mailbox. I think I got on her nerves. Because I was like, oh, I wish it was here. I wish it was here. Because I had so many plans and so many things I wanted to do. Yeah, I wanted to do on it, and I had so much things saved. I was going to create this and create that. The Varsity Club, yeah, they were cool. And I actually have a couple of people from the Varsity Club on my main profile, like Mike Rotunda, also known as Erwin R. Shyster, when he was the IRS with the $1 Million Man, and of course Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt's dad. I have him on there thanks to Replicant 13. Really great creator. Like, if you ever get a wrestling game, and it is for the Xbox, because I don't think he's big on Sony. I think he's more of a Microsoft guy. And if they make another game as good, he would be the definite guy to go to. Like, if you had 2K19 right now for Xbox One, because the servers are still open for the Community Creation Center. I don't know how much longer they're going to be open, but they're open for a while longer, since they didn't do anything for 2K21. He would be the go-to guy to go and find if you want like classic NWA, WCW type of stuff, because he has a whole entire roster of people from the 1989, which was still a little bit of the NWA, transitioning into the WCW, all the way up to 1993, like right before Hulk Hogan came in. And his creations are awesome. I've got Mike Rotunda, Dangerous Dan Spivey, Kevin Sullivan. I even have Rick Steiner, but I didn't keep his Varsity Club attire, because since it was just like mainly for like, I basically like just kept his Steiner Brothers attires in there just because I wanted to use them mainly for the Steiner Brothers and not the Varsity Club. I think I might have kept Dan's in there though. I think, I'm not too sure. That's awesome. Me too. I love all them old wrestlers like Butch Reed, rest in peace, who died here recently. I've got him on there. I have excuse me, a just a regular attire from like when he was doing the solo thing, and just being Hacksaw Butch Reed. It's like a yellow pair of tights, which Replicant made him too. Replicant 13 made everybody I have except for the Stings, and it's also got a Doom attire with him and Ron Simmons, and I have him too thanks to Replicant 13, because normally I was just using my Ron Simmons, but his Ron Simmons looks a whole lot better. I ain't gonna lie. Like it blows mine out of the water. Body size and facial size, facial, just face wise. Is Tommy Rich in? No. But my friend Replicant 13, he did make Tommy Rich, and it looks accurate as can be. I mean, I'm telling you, every person he done is as accurate as possible, and he looks really good too. There's an attire of him when I think he used to team with Ricky Morton in the mid to late '90s when Robert Gibson got hurt, and he was teaming with Ricky. And then there's also an attire that I have of his from when he was with the York Foundation that was ran by Dustin Rhodes' soon-to-be ex-wife later on down the road, Terry Runnels, who was Terry in WWE. She was the head of that whole foundation, because her name was Alexandria York at the time. Yeah, Chris Canyon did. Yeah, it was sad. I couldn't believe that. And then, like, come to find out, Chris Canyon was he was I don't know how to put it. Um, well, he had a different preference. I mean, I'm not trying to, not that I'm like saying anything bad or anything. You know, it's just like something I didn't never know about him until that time. But everybody else did, like Darren Young, of course, and Orlando Jordan. They have different preferences and stuff. Alexandria York, what a name. She was so yeah, she was. Had her hair up in a bun, and always wore these like little like accountant kind of suits. Always carried around a computer. Cause that's what helped them win, was the computer age. Yeah, that was sad about Chris Gates. It's sad about a lot of them, like Animal passing last year. I mean, a lot of them. Yeah, reading glasses, yeah. And sounds like she wasn't a breath of fresh air in real life either. I know she was kind of a split between Dusty and Dustin. They had a little. If you watch or if you've ever seen the Dusty Rhodes story on DVD or on the WWE Network, yeah, Dusty and Dustin had a little bit of a falling out and didn't talk for I think a year or two, and she was kind of a part of that a little bit. Oh, definitely. It's and it's funny you mentioned that, because Terry Funk, the Funker, he's having a lot of issues right now due to putting his body through everything that he did in pro wrestling before um, even before his ECW days. Like he's having a lot of issues, pain, and his body just like taking the toll it has and did back in the day when he was wrestling. Mick Foley had posted a picture of him and Terry Funk talking about prayers could be needed for Terry Funk, and definitely praying for Terry Funk, because I mean he's a legend, a Hall of Famer, a wonderful wrestler. I mean, and honestly, I've heard a very wonderful human being. Um, outside of his crazy kind of a heelish wrestling gimmick, it's sad. It's sad that a lot of them are dealing with the same thing or deal with the same things. I will not doubt that, Brian. He's had a lot of bumps and bruises. Let me see. Yet is a friend of the family, used to wrestle, and I always call him my brother. So when I see him, I call him Big Brother. But he used to wrestle a lot. I've been to one of his wrestling matches and he quit because he did something. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that is awesome. That's definitely awesome. I have I haven't talked to him in a while. My friend Stevie, he's doing wrestling and stuff, and he used to go up there and train with Jimmy Valiant at his school, and I'd go up there with him from time to time, almost every weekend there for a while. And he's actually with a little, well, not little, but it was like a decent indie company, and he still wrestles and stuff. He was Sweet Stevie Ray, because his middle name's Stevie Ray. I can't think of the name of it, the new name that he uses now, but I think he's going as a bad guy now. But he's a bigger guy, not as big as he used to be. He's lost a lot of weight ever since he started doing that, and has continued to do that. Right, yeah, exactly. Not that he got hurt. Yeah, oh man. My cousin, one time, we were sledding, and he went down a hill, and there was like a hump, like a little jump in the hill, and he hit that sucker, broke the freaking sled, and he messed up his tailbone too. Like he could not sit down properly, like comfortably at all. And if I'm not mistaken, he had to have surgery on his tailbone. Like, it was awful. It demolished that sled. Like, it looked like somebody took a rock and just blasted it through where he was sitting at. Oh man, it was awful. So I mean, I can only imagine that would definitely be a reason to call it quits and retire. I hope he's having better issues with it, or not. Bleh, can't even talk. I hope he's doing better with it though now, since it's been a while. I'm sure he had to have surgery on it. Wrestled under the name Armageddon. Wow, like that's pretty cool. Old Armageddon. That's a good pay-per-view too, and a good movie. That's what I was getting ready to ask. Does he have any of his matches? Oh, well darn. I know the one company that my friend Stevie, I think he started out doing like dark matches with them. It was West Virginia Championship Wrestling, and the way they had the logo was so cool. It looked like the old WCW logo, except with a V in there. Um, they used to have a weekly show. Weekly. Sorry about that. Yawn creeping up on me as it's getting later in the afternoon here. Oh wow, it's like after 4:30. Um, they used to have a weekly episode every week uploaded onto YouTube. I don't think he ever got. I don't think he ever got to a point where he was actually shown during an episode, but I know he did like some dark matches. I think, and what he's on now, I believe, comes on Facebook, during like a one of them Facebook Live things. But I'm not too sure of what it's called right now. I can't think of the name at all. Speaking of wrestling right now and tailbones, I mean, not. I don't think it was her tailbone, but did y'all see this past Monday night Raw with Nia Jax, the bitter lady, who actually is really cute. I'm not gonna lie. For I mean, I like a lot of bitter women. I mean, she did some spot on Raw in a tables match against. Oh, you didn't see it? Oh man. Okay, well after this, you have to look it up on here on YouTube. Um, just type in Nia Jax my hole. Um, so her and Lana, who is of course Rusev, aka Miro, from the AEW, his wife, they were in a tables match on Raw, and the both of them were on the ring apron, and she goes to pull off some move. I mean, I don't even know what the heck she was doing, what the heck she was thinking, but it was not a good idea. Well, she comes down. Wait, I wish he had some of his matches on YouTube. Heck yeah, definitely. That would have been awesome. Probably could have gotten to see you on camera somehow or something, you know? I know my friend Stevie, when he'd go to them shows, he was shown like a time or two on camera, but from in the crowd and stuff. That would have been pretty cool. But so yeah, she's going for some move, and she lands onto the ring apron on her rear end. And I'm not talking about lightly, I'm talking about very, very hard. And of course, anyone that knows anything about professional wrestling, the apron is probably one of the hardest parts of the ring, because it really doesn't have that much give. And her reaction, oh my gosh, it is so funny. She comes down and raises her head back, got this awful grimace on her face, mouth wide open, like, oh my gosh, that really hurt. And she screams out, my butt, just loudly, in the most excruciating pain that her voice can send out, and she ends up yelling out, my hole. It was so hilarious. Like, I mean, I think it's getting more attention than the match itself did. And I mean, there's the one I found on YouTube was her yelling out my butt and my hole after coming down, and it's got Steve Austin in there doing the whole what, and it repeats through there for like at least 3 times. Her saying my hole or my butt, and Austin's like, what? And oh man, it's hilarious. It is funny. There's memes out there now too. I don't think there's a GIF yet. Well, it's Wednesday, so I don't know. But I had shared the video on my Facebook yesterday, and I was just like laughing. And one of my friends on there put a meme on there with "Rest in peace, Nia Jax's hole." and and then another meme with her face all grimace looking and yelling out my hole. And on the bottom of that, it's got Quagmire from Family Guy on the phone on his bed saying giggity. Oh man, it's funny though. I think y'all get a chuckle out of it. It hurts. It looks like it hurts. I'm not gonna lie. You're definitely gonna chuckle if you find the Austin one. But yeah, just type in Nia Jax my hole, and it's oh man, it's crazy. It makes Cornette mad. It makes Cornette mad when they do. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's some moves can be pretty dangerous on the ring apron because I mean it has no give at all. It's pretty much that piece of plywood and the bar holding up that and the mat. I mean the mat's not very soft. I mean I don't think it's that. I know it's not thick. I mean it's pretty thin. It's thick enough to at least go across the ring and the apron and all that, but I mean it's not very soft. It has no give at all aside from the rest of the ring, like especially in the middle. I think it's probably probably the softest part, but not very soft though, because I mean it still hurts coming down on. Doesn't feel very good, I'm sure, but that ring apron, that's just dangerous. Like, it's a wonder she didn't honestly injure her tailbone. Heck, maybe even permanent damage to her tailbone. And it looked like it went wrong anyway. Excuse me. It looked like it did not go as properly as it could have or as it should have been. But even then, like, it definitely shouldn't have been done. Like, there's a lot of people saying that it should not have been attempted, should not even been thought of. I mean, if you're gonna pull it off, at least pull it off accurately. I mean, I don't know if they practiced it before because, I mean, I know that a lot of them will practice their matches out before they go on air and have the spot set up the way it should go. But I don't know. I don't think that was the time to try to pull that off. I mean, I don't mean to laugh at her and like I don't mean to be mean or anything by that either. Because I wouldn't want her to get hurt. And I mean, I don't know. It's just there's some things that should and should not be done, and that was one of them. I mean, the best thing she needs to do is take better care of herself when trying to pull off something like that, and maybe not pull or not try to attempt something like that again. It was Just not very smart on her part, honestly. It, and if she didn't get hurt, I'm glad. I mean, I hope she didn't really hurt herself. I really hope not. And I hope, you know, maybe that's a lesson to her. Like, you know, there's just some things you should try to do and some things you should not try to do. Because I definitely wouldn't want to see her hurt. And, I mean, she's a great, I think, I mean, she's a really great in ring performer. Sure, she's had a couple of moments here and there, but, I mean, awesome as can be. Heck, she's part of the, I believe she's a part of the Anoa'i family, related to The Rock and Rikishi and all them. Um, and a beautiful woman, I personally think. And if she ever hears this, I mean it. You're beautiful, Nia Jax. Absolutely beautiful. Um, and she's also a plus size model, which is even cooler. I mean, that is like great. So she does that on the side and wrestles, of course. Let me see. In the old times, they never did any of the dangerous stuff, and it was more entertaining because they could talk and make you believe. I was reading that wrong for a second. Yeah, that is true. I mean, they used to do a lot of dangerous stuff back then. I mean, you look at the scaffold match. I don't know that they still do that at all, like in the indies, independent scene. I would probably guarantee it if it's the House of Hardcore. That is pretty much like an indie ECW. And they do have a lot of ECW people in there, like Tommy Dreamer. One is a big one. Yeah, she's The Rock's cousin. I don't know. I don't know, like second or third or nothing like that. But yeah, she's related to The Rock. It's crazy too. Like, there's so many from that lineage. Like, I mean, Rikishi, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, The Rock, Yokozuna, which they just done a Yokozuna thing on the WWE Network. I'd like to check that out. Yeah, the scaffold match is crazy, and if you've ever seen the first scaffold match in 1986 at Starrcade, the Night of the Skywalkers, with the Road Warriors and the Midnight Express, man. And to go back to Jim Cornette, because he was dumb enough, well, I'm not going to say dumb enough, but crazy enough to climb up that thing, be chased around by Hawk, I believe it was. Hawk chased him up there. And I think Animal might have been coming from the other side. To be chased all the way up it and then drop down after climbing to the bottom where he could hold on to the rails and swung around. Oh yeah, because he broke not one, but both of his legs. Broke them both instantly once he hit that mat, and you can tell, you can tell that he really messed something up, because he just has this horrendous grimacing look on his face and looks like he's about to cry. And if he didn't cry, I'll be surprised. I think I probably would too, after coming from a height like that all the way down to the mat. And I mean, it looked kind of graceful, other than him swinging around before coming down. Me too. Me too. I heard a little bit thinking about it, or like Sid Vicious coming off off the top rope for what looked like a top rope leg drop, and snapping his leg in half, like, whew, breaking the thing in half. As a matter of fact, that thing rolled up like, yeah, Big Bubba Rogers, old Bubba Big Boss Man, before the Big Boss Man days. He was supposed to catch him, and he missed. He missed horribly. Oh man. Mm. I mean, I've got that match on the very best or the essential collection of Starcade DVD, and I remember watching that for the first time and just seeing him come down, and oh man, old Bubba had to carry him out of there, scoop him up like a little baby, and just carry him out of that arena. I've actually seen that whole pay per view too on the network. Really great pay per view too. Starcade '86, Night of the Skywalkers. Such a good pay per view. And then like turn around a year later, they ended up doing it again with the Midnight Express and the Rock and Roll Express. And you didn't see Cornette go up that time. I don't even know if he was at. Yeah, I think he was at ringside. I think. At Starrcade '87. I think I've seen that one all the way through, but it's been a while. That was pretty good too. I think that was. I think the main event was Nikita Koloff and Ric Flair for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, they did a lot of dangerous matches back in the day, like especially the Tower of Doom, the 3-level cage, which they did in the movie Ready to Rumble. If you or anybody have seen that, with David Arquette and Steve Kahn. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but with him in there and oh, what's his name? Who played Jimmy King? Oliver Platt played the fictional character of Jimmy King. They actually did that cage back in the '80s, '88. And that cage, like every time, because to win that match, you had to start all the way at the top, and every like 5 minutes, every 2 to 5 minutes, a door would open, so you could escape to the next level to get to the ring, and then exit the cage. Um, yeah, that thing, it would sway like if you ran somebody into the cage that far high. I mean, that high up. That thing would like wiggle and jiggle around, and you've got people standing on top, getting ready, waiting to go in, and then people on like a rinky-dink ladder that you would get from probably like Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere, sitting on the ladder just like waiting to go in. I used to laugh when they put. I know a lot of people went into the bird cage, as they call it, the bird cage. Shoot, like J.J. Dillon, when they put him in there at the first Clash of the Champions, when Sting and Ric Flair went almost an hour. It was 40. I think it was supposed to be an hour, but it was ended up being like 45 minutes without a pinfall or a submission. It had to go to the judges, which one of them was Jason Hervey from the Wonder Years, who is still a business partner of Eric Bischoff's. they raised him up in there, and he was all he was not too happy about it. I don't think he was that scared, but and then they also did that to Teddy Long, old Theodore Long at Super Brawl 1 after Doom split up, and Simmons and Butch Reed ended up going at it in a steel cage match, and high above them was Teddy Long in the bird cage, which, funny enough, he tried to help Butch Reed win by dropping in a pair of brass knucks that Ron Simmons ended up getting instead, and knocked old Butch Reed out and beat him. You know, that is a good match. Morocco and Snuka. I can actually say I had that match, and I'm very grateful to have that match. And funny enough, old Mick Foley was out there in Madison Square Garden ringside, and not very far from the ring either. I think he was in like the second or third row, or he might have been front row. But he was there to see when old Snuka jumped off the top and landed on Morocco, and I think that's pretty sure that's how the match ended. I haven't watched it in a while. I have it on the greatest steel cage matches DVD ever. Steel cage matches ever DVD. I liked it. Doom was really cool. I mean, I think when they first started out, they didn't I don't know, didn't catch a lot of attention. They used to come out there with the masks on, and they had like little capes and stuff. And there for a while, they didn't wrestle without the match. Yep, that's right. He hitchhiked to New York for that match. Yep. And I think it was then right there that he decided that well, he was already like wanting to be a wrestler, but I think that was one of the biggest inspirations and motivations that he had when he got involved in wrestling, which is pretty cool. Um, yeah, Doom, they did really good with each other. Him and Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, and I remember Woman who ended up marrying Kevin Sullivan, and then of course later on married Chris Benoit, and we all know what happened there. Um, she used to manage him before Teddy Long came along, and I think when Teddy Long managed him, I don't know, like, seemed like things were a lot different for him. They were, I don't know. I guess it was like a different atmosphere for him, because they were really good tag team, and they were the NWA WCW tag team champs there for a while in like 19 like I think midway or end of 2000. Wow. 1990 up to Wrestle War 91, where they lost them to the Freebirds. Jimmy Snuka, or Jimmy Garvin and Michael P.S. Hayes. I don't know where I got Jimmy Snuka and Jimmy Garvin mixed up there, but anyway. um, yeah, that they were a great team. They were a great team, and I'm really thankful enough to have them on 2K19, thanks to Replicant 13. Oh man, I actually played a match with them against. Can't remember if it was the Freebirds or the Steiners that I put them in a match with, or I think it might have been Barry Windham and Arn Anderson kind of recreate their street fight match at Starrcade 90. Um, the day that I'd seen that he passed away, it's kind of like an homage in a way. It was pretty cool too. Doom won, of course. I like Hayes, Gordy, Buddy Jack. Yeah, Buddy Jack. And, oh man, Terry Gordy, man, Terry Bam Bam Gordy. That was a great wrestler, Buddy Jack Roberts. Mm. That is the original Fabulous Freebirds, the original group before Jimmy Jam Garvin came along and Buddy Jack ended up retiring. I think, or I don't know. I know one of the last times. Yeah, yep, especially versus the Von Erichs. Oh man, now that was a rivalry right there. The Von Erichs and the Freebirds. Like I love going back and because unfortunately there's not a lot of WCCW events on the WWE Network. I don't know about now. I haven't checked in a while. I did notice that they uploaded some super clashes that the AWA and the WCCW actually partnered on, but yeah, I don't know if they have any of the WCCW shows like Star Wars or any of their tribute shows to. I think it was David Von Erich's tribute show, or any like the stadium shows that they done at Texas Stadium on the WWE Network. But I like going back and watching the Von Erichs versus the Freebirds at Texas Stadium, and Fritz came out of retirement because that is on. I have it on the Triumph and Tragedy of WCCW, which is such a great DVD. So many great classic matches on that, and the documentary is just flat out awesome. I mean, for some of the very emotional people, it'll bring you to tears. Just like all the all the sad passings of the Von Erichs. So many untimely passings. Yeah, just a really good DVD and great matches. I believe it's got Kerry and Flair at the David Von Erich tribute show in Texas Stadium with Kerry versus Ric Flair, where he beat Ric Flair for the championship, the NWA championship. I thought they do like they have a lot of the WCCW Sportatorium like episodes and shows that they did, but I don't think they have at least to my knowledge. I mean, I haven't searched it in a while. It's been quite a long time since I went on there and searched it or looked it up. But I mean, it'd be cool. But they definitely do have a lot of their shows and stuff on there, especially the AWA on ESPN. Um, and they do have, I believe it's Super Clash 2 and Super Clash 3 on the WWE Network. And those are some really good ones. Like, if you haven't seen any of those, or it's been a while since you've seen them, oh man, they're awesome. Awesome. I was able to check those out last year uh, when I was living with, well, not living, but when I was staying with my mom when they were living out at my grandmother's. I think I stayed up late one night watching Super Clash 2 or 3. Stayed up till about 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock just watching it. It was, oh man, having Jerry Lawler and Kerry Von Erich for the unification of the championships at the end and the main event. That was awesome. Really good match. Really good match. I think that was like right before Kerry went on to the WWE or the WWF at the time, and was doing the whole Texas tornado thing. I remember watching WCCW on Washington D.C. Channel 50. They would show most of the big shows on TV week after it. Heck, that's pretty cool. I was wondering, like, I couldn't remember, like, I know they didn't come on ESPN like the AWA did. And ESPN would also rerun, or at least they used to. I don't think they do now. They used to rerun episodes that they had from the AWA wrestling. Like, my mom used to watch it, and they'd have Shawn Michaels on there, and him and Marty Jannetty when they were the Midnight Rockers. And there in the end, they had the Harlem Heat on there before they were Booker T and Stevie Ray. They went under some different name. I don't think it was Kane and Cole like it was when they first came to WCW in 1993, which I think they changed their names in '94 when they were in WCW, I believe. I think I'm not exactly accurate on that. But yeah, I was wondering what channel WCCW came on. I knew it wasn't ESPN, I was pretty sure. Not like the AWA. AWA had some good stuff too, man. Like Hogan and Nick Bockwinkel, Kurt Hennig and Nick Bockwinkel. Oh man, yeah, Super Clash 3. That was an event right there. That was awesome. And after seeing that show, I ended up downloading a Super Clash logo and a couple of AWA logos, and waited till my mom and my brother went to work, because my brother at the time he had his own room by himself at my grandmother's, and my mom, she slept in the living room, which is where I slept too. I waited for them to go to work so I could go into his room where I had my Xbox, my PlayStation, and everything at. And I jumped on there that morning, uploaded the images from my phone to the Xbox, and I ended up creating the Super Clash 3 arena. And it turned out awesome. Oh gosh, I was so thrilled with it, because the roster I had for it was actually AWA and WCCW all put together, because I was going to have so much room left over from the people I could find, that I was able to find from the AWA and the WCCW. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw them together, because, I mean, after all, they did have the Super Clashes together, and those events. So I was like, you know, I'll just go with that. And I got like a bunch of AWA arenas on there, WCCW ones. I tried to make a Texas Stadium one, but it did not turn out right at all. Like, I had done one in 18 previously, which was pretty decent. I mean, it turned out all right, and I did the best I could with making one on 2K19. It turned out all right. I mean, I wasn't too disappointed. Could have been better, but wasn't too disappointed with it. Yeah, I ended up I done Kerry versus Lawler with the belts, because I had all their championships downloaded. I did a couple other matches too. I can't think off of right now. It's been over a year. I need to go back and watch that event again. Those were really good. Really, really good events. Super Clash 2 was, I believe, Bockwinkel and Kurt Hennig in the main event, I believe. where Kurt Hennig beat him, as a matter of fact, I think. I think it's just us, Brian. Unless Wolf's still there. I think 20 and Mama Jane might be, they might have been busy. They might have had something come up. Wow, we've been going for almost 3 hours. I think I might stop it there at 3 hours. We're like 7 minutes shy from it. Well, about to be 6 minutes. Which is all good. Shoot, I mean, I didn't expect to have such a long stream. I was just going to do like a quick one. I didn't know. I was going to upload a video, but I'm not very... I don't really know how to upload a video. Yeah, me too. I forgot the cards myself, and I watched it that whole night. I'll have to go back and watch it again. Alright, man. Alright, well, we can just end it here then. Yeah, dude, thanks for coming in. Thanks to Big Guy, Mama Jane, and 20 popping in here. It's great being with y'all again. Talking with y'all. Getting to talk with y'all. Shoot. Since it's working fine, I might try to do this again. I don't know. Might try doing it again. I don't know. Maybe a couple days. Maybe wait a week and do it a week from now. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going on. Might do it on Twitch. I don't know yet. Heck, y'all just let me know, honestly. Oh, me too, man. I love talking about wrestling. Love you too, Big Sexy. Always good seeing y'all. But we shall holler at y'all, and we'll see y'all again. Thanks for coming. Love y'all.